to Laos, the only landlocked country in Southeast Asia. And of course your boy likes to just drench and drizzle you in those little geography related facts. Me and them landed in Luang Prabang in the north of the country late last night, and it's a big World Heritage Site due to all the French colonial buildings and of course all the temples due to their religious significance. We're going to be taking you through the full 48-hour itinerary, step-by-step guide of all the best things to see, places to eat, places to drink, sunset cruises, the infamous waterfalls, and the best places to get some caffeine in the system. So if you do find it useful, drop your boy a follow. We're still en route to 1K subs. We're coming very, very close. Let's get cooking, baby. Day number one, stop number one, Kuang Si Waterfalls. Pronunciation has been absolutely assassinated there. So of course we'll overlay it on the screen now. Opens at 8 AM, shuts at 5:30. As always, I don't need to tell you, getting here early is the best thing to do. We were the first people here. When it opened, first people up to the waterfall. That's where you're going to get, do you know what I mean, the most enjoyment out of the atmosphere, a lot more serenity about the place, and of course the best JPEGs. Check those out on the Insta because we've got some absolute bangers on there. It's about 45-50 minutes. We got a taxi from the centre of Luang Prabang. This guy that picked us up from the airport last night, so it was like £30 return, and he just said if you want to wait 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, he just sits and waits in the car park for us. It's 60,000 in their money, or £2.20 per person to get in, get a little ticket, and then get the golf cart. So where the taxi drop you off, it's only like a 2-3 minute in this golf cart, but it's severely uphill. Me and them were thinking of like just going because we didn't want to wait for any more people, but definitely wait, otherwise your legs will be getting battered. The whole place itself, do you know what I mean, you're just in the jungle, in the rainforest. It's about a 10-15 minute walk from where they drop you, where you can get like food, snacks, drinks, all that kind of good stuff, all the way up to the top waterfall where you can take really nice photos. Like I say, you want to be there at the start because we've been here about 2 hours now, and it is getting really, really busy, so there's lots of people going to be in the background of your photos, so that is what you're about. Early is always the best. Beautiful turquoise waters, like ridiculous scenes, and all the kind of waterfalls all cascading down into each other. The top one's probably the best one to look at, but you can't actually swim in that top one. And then as you kind of move down, there's all different kind of pools that you can kind of go in and swim. We did semi get in, and there's people swimming behind me on the camera now, but as soon as I got in the water, there was all these fish were just like coming up, like eating, sucking on my leg, I'm not really sure. So yeah, that was enough for me to not fully get in, but there are people flying about in there, so you can definitely do that. But there are only certain places you can swim. You can't swim in the top one, but you can down in the bottom one. But yeah, it's just a ruthless setup. We've been here about 2 hours. I think that's perfect. They're actually building some really, we walked to the top of the waterfall at these ruthless steps, and it's even worse on the way down, because we're like, oh, it must be an amazing viewpoint when you get to the top. Got up there, it wasn't, but they're building these really cool tree houses, like above the tree line, so you can go up there. I think in a couple of months, we literally got to the top and it said opening soon. Not soon enough for being the king, but yeah, naughty little setup. Definitely come here. Like, it's so beautiful, but I'd make sure the tree houses are open before you go to the top, because if they're not, save yourself half an hour and save yourself absolutely dying, because it is toasty. But yeah, beautiful. We've definitely earned a little coffee.
The best place we ate in Luang Prabang was Koji Japanese. Literally ate here for about 4 or 5 meals on the bounce, half due to my nut allergy and half due to the food. Just absolutely tantalising. The taste buds, the chicken katsu don, silly amounts of egg, sticky rice. It's just a ruthless combination of food. The king did mix it up. She tried the chicken katsu don, she tried the ramen, and she tried this little, kind of what I'd normally describe as like a little bento box. You get a little bit of everything in there, which was also very good. The highlight, of course, being the chicken katsu don. In terms of accommodation, we stayed at Pearl Hotel, which had this flare pool. To be fair, it's £55 a night, which is super expensive for over here, so I wouldn't recommend staying here, even though it was really nice. There's a lot of better places for better value money. It did come with breakfast included, but we were up early 2 out of the 3 days going off exploring the waterfalls and stuff, so we didn't really get full use of this. But you can order as many things as you wanted from the menu. So obviously the bacon eggs were good, and of course the old pancakes. This was elite though from them. Banana milkshake. Do you know what I mean? You put a milkshake in my hands, and obviously bad things are going to happen to it, which was top drawer, so can't fault them on anything. It was just kind of the price and what you get for the money. We went to Luang Prabang Centre Hotel on our way out after Vang Vieng. This place I would definitely say it was half the price, and the room was bigger, the shower was absolutely top drawer, and just a lot better value for money. In terms of this, obviously I had a little workspace where I've been doing some editing. You've got a fridge in here as well. And I think when you're traveling / on holiday, space is key. So place to get the suitcase open, get the clothes out, and of course a few robes do not go amiss. And it also had an absolutely top drawer pool. Didn't see anyone in here the couple of times we walked past. So yeah, plenty of space to get sun, chillax, relax, and take in a bit of the old vitamin D. However, if you're looking for a little bit of coffee, a little bit of caffeine to inject in the system, you want to go to Zurich Bread, banging iced lattes, cappuccinos. Get this in the system at any point in the day and you're going to be absolutely fired up. They also did banging little sandwiches. Emma went for a little BLT. I went for a little Cuban, of course, and ensuring there's no nut waries in there. But yeah, they do sandwiches to order, so you can just build your own of anything they kind of have available. But super friendly staff, nice fresh bread. And I think the key for me is just chatting to somebody who speaks English when I'm ordering food to at least alleviate the nut allergy concerns. But yeah, obviously once you get a nice coffee, you've got to stir it around, let everyone around you know you've got one of those. Unfortunately, day one was a bit of a washout with a tropical thunderstorm, so it was only a few food joints, but we've got a banger day 2 lined up for you very shortly. We finish off the day with Lassa Pizza, 5 out of 10 for me, does what it says on the tin, dough to the rig, but nothing you're going to be writing home about. Day number 2, and actually my birthday. Guess how old I am in the comments down below. Again, the day didn't start so well. Got Em up for a sunrise hike up to Fuzi Hill. We were expecting big things, but we did get a little glimpse, a little tease, a little peek of the sun in the distance, and it obviously did look pretty strong, which you'll see in kind of clips as we go through. But there was just a ridiculous amount of sort of cloud and really dark cloud coverage as well. I think this was one due to the weather, but also like apparently it's like burning season here at the minute in March in Laos. So yeah, there's just a ridiculous amount of fog and smog in the atmosphere. But yeah, up at Fuzi Hill, you've got panoramic views all over Luang Prabang. I would get up here really early because the viewing platform itself is very, very small. There's only kind of there's probably about 4 spots on the far left hand corner where you want to stand. Obviously G-Dubs and the King were in P1 and P2, absolutely locking that down from the get-go. But as you can kind of see here, the sun is really, really strong behind the clouds, which is a shame because I think it would have been an absolutely unbelievable start to the day. But it goes without saying, you can't control the weather, you've got to get after it, you've got to get up there and see what it's about. Luckily, the sunrise later in the day made up for it, but yeah, not what you need when you get up early on your birthday. This is the other side of the viewpoint at Fuzi Hill, which is all of the Mekong, and yeah, it's just a ridiculous view. Again, that kind of haze and smog does take a little bit off it, but again, we can't control those weather's climate.
A little bit of culture in the bones this afternoon, but now back to doing what we do best. Boozing, sunset river cruise on the Mekong. It's got to be better than the sunrise. Let's lock into. Worst mojito I've ever had. We're going to be on the beers shortly. Cheers now. Sunset on the Mekong. Boat review. It's an absolute banger, okay? Hopefully not too opaque with this lighting, but yeah, 245,000, so it's about $10 to do it. You get a free little drink. Do not, I repeat, do not get the mojito. Horrible, horrible bit of kit. I feel as if like no alcohol, but also terrible taste. Just get straight on the beers. The beers are also 25,000 for an extra one, so $1 per beer. Absolutely giving away IPAs, beer waries, dark ales as well, a little bit of everything, the things you love to see. Where to sit, you need to get there at least 30 minutes before and either sit right on the front row, which will give you the best view, or sit on the right hand side. Me and Em got there 30 minutes before and we kind of got the last seats that we thought were available, sat on the right, so we got an insane view. But if you're on the left, you kind of get the worst view of the sunset, the river, and you're just looking in the back of people's heads the whole way. So yeah, definitely sit on the right hand side and you just cruise down, and it is literally beautiful views the whole time. Nice little pinky sky, beautiful little sunset, and just drinking it all in. JPEGs flowing, JPEGs flying, but you definitely need to be on the right or up top or at the front. So yeah, top drawer. What do you reckon, Em?
So good. Can't beat the sunset.
Yeah, sunrise today, mid-tier, sunset, top drawer, cue the clips. It's an absolute banger, and the team are in search of the night markets. Luang Prabang night markets, absolute banger, probably the most active place I've been. Basically, it's like a street where they've just gone, no traffic's coming through it. We're just going to put stalls on the left and the right, and it's pretty jammers in the middle. I'm not sure how they make any money, because it's like going through a Scooby-Doo set. Everyone is selling the exact same stuff. So you've got like magnets, the beer loud t-shirts, it's just the same things, chicken leg, vol au vent, cheesecake, over and over and over. But yeah, it's a super cool little setup, super busy as well. Me and Em went to a little rooftop, I would say it's a cafe, not a bar. It's called Indigo Cafe. Ice cold beers, which were like 39,000 for like a big one, which is obviously pretty good. And then you can literally look over the whole of like the night markets and the places to eat. Obviously G-Dub's fresh out of the Cambodian hospital, so avoiding most foods, apart from literally the Japanese every single meal. So obviously I didn't get anything from the night market, a little bit too risky, but the king went for this little chicken thing. It was like £1.20, something ridiculous like that, but she literally said it was the driest thing she's ever had. There's loads of different things there, like tteokbokki, what else was like noodles, loads of different like chicken stalls, there's like pizza and stuff. But yeah, I wasn't gonna risk it too much on that sort of stuff. But yeah, active place. And let me put you onto something which, when I was first told about it, I was like, there's no way this can be good. So it is a bowling alley. Everything, all the markets are pretty much shut by like 10 o'clock, and obviously going super quiet, and everything has to shut by 11. After, you need to go to the bowling alley. So many people mentioned it, were like, right, we're gonna have to go, and obviously it was my birthday yesterday, so we're like, right, we'll keep firing up deep into the evening. And it was actually unreal. You went in there, it's just like, yeah, it's basically like all-star lanes basically, but it's on absolute steroid. Wari Nans, beers are flowing, and was on like rum and cokes, I think. Can't even bloody remember. That's how good it was. I'm pretty sure it's rigged. They've made it so like it's slanted inwards, because I don't think I've ever bowled a strike in my entire existence, and I bowled like 3 strikes whilst I was there. So I think they're doing that to make you feel a bit better about yourself. But yeah, that was really good. Definitely getting the night markets on the list. And see you shortly for the outro, baby. Outro time, baby. Luang Prabang, definitely get it on the list. Definitely gets my seal of approval. Taxis, I was just going to mention, to the bowling alley was like $2 there, $4 on the way home. So yeah, insane value. I think 3 nights, but 2 full days is good enough in Luang Prabang. So you get obviously a chance to go to do the waterfalls, which was probably the highlight. And the other highlight for me was the sunset cruise. Sunset cruise, beer wari in hand. What more do you want than that? Absolutely top drawer. But yeah, I think after that, I don't think there's like an insane amount of things to do there. The markets are obviously pretty cool, as we saw. We've just landed in Vang Vieng, as you can see. Try and get my head out the camera. Balloon above head. Em's going up in one of them tomorrow. And yeah, I definitely will not be doing that. I'm the worst person with like heights and flying. So yeah, we'll be taking a few JPEGs for her, but yeah, obviously if you're watching this on the channel, Vang Vieng is in the pipeline, and we'll be going up very shortly. Might even be on the channel now, so make sure you check that out. Your boy is still en route to that 1K subs. Do me a favour, do yourself a favour, hit the button down below. Remember, baby, the chef is always cooking. Let's get it.